Black Guy 650 Gaming here, and welcome back to Tale of Two Sons of Brother. I guess this will be the last episode, so as always we're here with Doom to finish this all off.
Yep.
There he goes. Okay. Using the wrong stick.
This episode should probably be more serious.
I don't do serious.
I think you should.
I probably won't.
I think you should.
I don't have a serious. I don't have Sirius XM. I can see how I'm going to escape through here, through that fancy little ramp thing. Never mind, I'm going to climb up it now.
It's very pretty.
It is.
See, you're just serious. You can do serious.
That's barely serious, come on.
That counts. I
always diffuse situations with humor because that's how I work.
Yeah, but... whatever. Tree branch.
Spinning a break, because that's going to be really shitty.
Did you just go up to go down?
I mean, let's see.
Oh no, you're going up more. Okay, you're grabbing it to go up.
Okay, that was weird. You see how it sort of sprung?
Oh yeah. Because I was about to say, are you going back down? But I'm like, no, it's not anywhere touching the ground. That's a nest.
That's a big nest for a big bird.
That's a big nest, deer nest. Ooh,
Ernest.
Is that the water of life or whatever?
Well, you wanted the water of life? This is the water of death. Water of life is up a level. Sorry.
Where? There's nothing above us.
Well, you see... And then a branch just chucks him off. Don't touch that, you tainted it. What's wrong with you?
I think you'd be a bit more panicked right now.
Yeah, he's remarkably calm. Well, my brother just got stabbed through the pancreas by a massive spider thing. And my father's dying.
Yeah.
But hey, this water's pretty neat. Through the hole, down the ramp.
The
rabbit hole.
The next section's kind of rough. You'll see why in just a second.
He's already dead. See? If it's the water of life, can't it bring the dead back to life?
No.
Well,
heals. It doesn't revive.
Use CPR? Because that was invented by now, right?
This next thing, I don't really know if they needed to include it. Kind of happy they did, kind of happy they didn't.
That sentence didn't make sense.
No, it did. You'll see why.
Kind of happy they did, kind of happy they didn't.
Yeah, it's kind of in between. Like I'm kind of happy they included it. I'm kind of upset that they didn't include it. That's what I should have said. Pardon me. You're right. That didn't make sense.
What a fun way to start off a video.
Yeah.
It rains at the Tree of Life. That was creepy. Time to add depressed on top of my already tired.
You ready?
No. Oh boy. Did you do that with your hands?
Do you see a shovel?
How long have you been here?
Now here's the next thing.
Oh, I gotta drag his dead deceased corpse into the hole. Great!
No kid should have to do this. No. This is why I'm saying I'm kind of glad they included it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not.
Yep.
Because kid really shouldn't have to bury his own brother.
Mm. Whose legs are floating? It's hard
no, they're
for
not
me.
Floating. It's hard to tell where the ground is.
It looks kind of like they're half embedded in the ground and half floating midair.
They're not floating. If anything, I'd say they're embedded in the ground. That's more likely than floating.
I have magic skills when it comes to video games and things going wrong. As you know.
This poor kid.
Indeed.
To bury his brother. So now he's lost his mother and his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to push the dirt back in. But I do have to say, something that's going to come up here is probably the best things I've ever seen. That's saying a lot. It's such a tiny thing, but just the implications of it and what it means to the story and just how unique it is. That's where I'm kind of glad they kept this, or like had it in, comes from. Because I really was very upset when I first played this and this happened. But without this happening, we wouldn't get what we get next. And it's probably my favorite thing in a video game ever. As much as I love Doom.
It Birdo.
This is just a cool little thing. Which means it didn't actually die.
Yeah.
Which means it was probably kind of like shedding or reborn kind of thing. Aww. So cute. So caring.
Bird hugs.
Even in death, there's life, is the kind of thing I'm getting from that. You know? And they helped him, so now he's here to help.
Yep.
Him or her, I don't know if it's a he or her, we never actually know. But the next thing here is, I mean, you may not be impressed by it, but for me,
better not be sad.
It's just, no.
Good, because I'm already sufficiently sad.
Oh, this is just kind of clever, going back through all the locations we've been to.
Indeed. Hey, it's that
Very
place.
clever. Yeah.
Oh, look,
I like
stuff.
that. I like that they. This is just a very well-made game, and for such a short one, it tells a lot.
Indeed.
And a lot of it is actually in the controls, which is very impressive as well.
Yep.
What was that?
Controls. The evil controls.
No, you just hate it because you got them mixed up a lot.
Yep.
But it's so pretty. I have to give the developers all credit with this game. They did an amazing job, and the twist, starting like the T rating at the beginning, you're like, this game's not rated T. It's everyone 10 and up.
Yep.
And then
River of Blood.
River of Blood, and you're like, River of Blood, dead giants. Okay, women we have to save. We're a blood demon now. And then that happens, and now we're here, and you're like, geez, this game took a turn.
Indeed. Peace out, brother. Brother. Oh, wait, not brother. Friend. Let's go with friend.
So here we go. So
Flowers.
I want to ask you, what do you think's gonna happen? What's the most different thing now?
Oh, he's not
Maybe
going to be
obvious, but
afraid of
just
water anymore, is he?
I never said that. What's the biggest difference with the game right at this moment?
Um,
It may be obvious. It may have just happened, but still,
I'm on my own and still can't.
brother's dead.
Oh, well,
It's the biggest difference.
fucking. Okay.
Now, what's gonna change? What can't we do anymore?
Struggle over the controls? Swim? Something?
The brother, the brother's gone, so
Yeah.
his controls are basically useless now.
Yeah.
What does that? I mean, here, watch this. This will answer. See, he's. I mean, oh hey, his dead mother.
Great. Good. It okay. The water's only about as shallow as I am. I didn't say that right.
Now make sure you first use the young brother's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just so I can, oh, so I can explain why I love this part much. It's probably obvious, but still.
I'm gonna have to squeeze both of them at some point as a remembrance of my brother. Okay.
Just use the younger brother's controls.
Okay, I'll hold it with one hand. That is the walk of, like, fuck this water.
You see, he won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now use the older brother's controls alone. Maybe, do you have to squeeze both? I don't know if you do it or not.
I'm squeezing one. It zoomed in.
This is the older brother's?
I'm squeezing the older brother's trigger and moving with the other one.
This symbolizes that the older brother's not actually gone. The older brother is still with him.
Mm-hmm.
The controls, the fact that they incorporated a story of its own into the controls of this game is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in a video game.
Mm.
Now use the younger brother's control on this first.
And squeeze.
See?
Yep.
Can't. Oh, we use the bigger brother's controls. We didn't use the younger one first.
I was there with the younger one for a little bit.
And then you switched mid? You're supposed to...
Don't do that? Okay, sure.
No, but I absolutely... See, look at this. I mean...
Hidden tiger, crouching zebra.
Let go. There you go.
Yeah, that took me way too long to figure that out. Okay.
I just love the fact that they incorporated the controls into the story.
Mm-hmm.
The older brother is obviously dead, but he's still with him, and I don't know, it just, the first time I played I was so amazed by the fact that they did that, and that the controls had its own story within this story, basically. And you look at all these games we have out there, and they're critically acclaimed games and all, but the controls a lot of the time with a lot of games are bad.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of companies don't realize that the controls are as important to the game as the story is.
Yeah, they just don't care.
That too. So when a company actually put their heart and soul into the game and actually made the controls part of the story, it just amazed me.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, very impressive. And I think if you skip stones with the younger brother, like I think if you use the young, I don't know if you can skip stones. Try skipping stones.
Mm.
Young, is this older or younger?
Younger.
Younger, okay. What happens if you do the older one?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nope.
Okay.
It skips to the moon. It ricochets off the water. Pew.
Okay. I guess I was thinking depth.
Oh, there's just an infinite number of...
Rocks.
Okay.
Yes.
You might have been thinking Life is Strange 2. If you...
No, I never had that happen to me when I played.
Oh.
Never skipped stones, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, neither did I.
You can check that video out on my channel. No, I'm kidding.
You can check it out on mine, though.
You can.
Or don't, I don't.
And before Life is Strange Episode 2, Blackout will be...
I might.
Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. No, I'm saying that here, so he's forced to.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Because it's a crossover, so you need to play it.
Yeah, we'll see. Father, son.
This is also just kind of symbolizing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'll see what I mean. Oh yeah, they added a stone for your older brother. I don't know if you got that. Probably did, but...
Same.
The kid shouldn't have to do that either.
No. He's seen some shit.
I mean, that's not a lie.
No.
From invisible creatures to spider creatures to his
Blood
mother
demon.
dying to his brother dying. Let's see, that's...
Oh, that much. Oh God! Let me make as
But
much
still,
noise
there's
as I
life.
can. Yes, I know. Stop yelling at me, Steam.
Yeah, so still there's life.
Star Breezy. Well, that's the end of that. Jeebus.
That game is amazing.
I'm sad now.
I wonder why. I think you think that might have been their point.
Nah.
I think you should more focus on how there's still life afterward. I think that's what they wanted to do, which was obviously the point. But yeah, that's a very unique game, and there really aren't many games like that out there.
Henrik Seistorm.
Papo and Yo, which is another one that you need to play that has it's not exactly the same.
Similar.
Definitely not. Different story and everything. It was a PlayStation 3 exclusive, and then they brought it to PC.
Woohoo.
But it's a unique game. I think it's rated everyone 10 and up, so...
Hey, IT team, go you. Magnus Larsson and Matthias Whalen. Or Wallen. It's almost like I've worked in IT before. The struggles. Thank you, game, for not having copywritten music as the credits. Unlike some games that I name very similarly. Noria as young brother. Carl Magnus as old brother.
But yeah,
Go them.
so... The Story Lab.
Doctor Entertainment.
Just producer. There's one person dealing with the story. Oh, yeah, just the Story Lab. One person.
Doctor Entertainment has two people. Anders Pistol. Lethal.
Rudberg.
Rudberg.
Hey, look, 505 Games has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow. Tim Woodley. Carl Mayer.
But yeah, so that's that game, and that is that game.
That's that game. that game.
So yeah, Papa and Yo will be is another interesting one. Not controls unique. This one's the most unique game I think with controls.
Yeah. Howard Liebeskind.
And I'm kind of glad it's not multiplayer.
Yeah. Howard Lovechild.
People complained about, oh, why can't you play this multiplayer?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Because the controls are part of the story.
Also that.
And if you play it multiplayer, it kind of defeats the purpose of the controls. Especially the ending portion there. That would not mean as much as it does if you didn't play as...
Both.
You definitely would not...
Powered by Unreal.
Feel the same. I mean, a lot of people probably wouldn't notice it, which is the sad thing, but they wouldn't have the same impact if it was multiplayer.
Yep. Not
being multiplayer gives it a lot more of a bigger impact, and that's important.
Little side
now this is definitely not my favorite game of all time, but it has to be one of my favorite things in a game. Because I like this game, but
NVIDIA.
I do like Doom a lot more. I can't lie.
Very different games, but sure.
Well, yeah, very different games, but I mean, we all have our own taste in games. Now, I like this game. This is a very unique game, but at the same time,
Morphine.
Me liking it and me loving it. I mean, I love the game, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't have the same impact on me as Doom did when I first played it, you know? I mean, it has a different impact, but in the end, you still have to choose.
I haven't finished the first Doom. I thought you were going to say a spoiler.
You have? Oh, no, I haven't.
Okay, good.
No. Which Doom 2's coming out. We don't know when, but it's coming out.
I mean, technically Doom 2 is already out, but that's slightly different. And
the 2019 Doom 2.
Yeah. Well, possibly 2019. Probably 2019, I guess.
I hope 2019.
2023.
Because currently, I think Amazon... You can pre-order on Amazon. I think when I last checked, it said December 31st, 2019, but it's just a placeholder date.
Yeah.
Because that's the last day of 2019. So kind of a placeholder.
Hopefully.
Before it could be after. But
anyway. Well, there you go. That's the end. I'm still sad. Look, it's a boat. It a boat. It would have been cool if they had the 2 stones on the hill after you finish it.
Yeah, that would be, but again, I don't know. It could be complex. They have to do to actually menu that. I don't know. And like again, time-wise, they may not have had time. Don't know how much time they had to work on this game.
Well, anyway,
there's a lot of things to take into account.
Anyway,
go ahead.
There's the end of the series. No idea what's next. We'll figure that out eventually. But
Papa and Yo, I'm thinking that you started St. Max. It may not be, but it'll be the next series between us, other than Outlast 2.
But that's gonna do. But that's gonna do it for this series. So if you enjoyed this series, go ahead and leave a like on the entire thing.
I can't hear you.
I'm gonna go find someone and beat him to death. So thanks everybody for watching this series. If you did watch the whole thing, if you didn't watch the whole thing, I don't know why you're watching the last one. That's kind of weird. But hey, to each their own, I guess. But anyway,
some people like to see the reactions. So
I suppose.
Watch the last episode.
Well, thank you everybody again for watching. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't, don't leave a like. And I'll see you in the next video.